Hi everyone, welcome to Education Monday. As you all know, tomorrow is SSLC English examination, and in this video we are going to discuss important 2 marks questions which carries 14 marks in your examination. So answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences each. First question here: how was Swami honored by his classmates, teachers and headmaster? And answer is: classmates looked at him with respect, teachers patted his back, headmaster said he was a true scout. Next question: Ambedkar had a great thirst for books. Justify. Throughout his life, Dr. Ambedkar was a voracious reader. He had an insatiable thirst for books. He bought books by curtailing his daily needs. In New York, he purchased 2000 old books. In London, he purchased books and that they to be sent to India in 32 boxes. Next question: what attempts did Smita make to fulfill Anant's wish? Answer: Smita went on the stage and requested Pandit Ravi Shankar to play for Anant. Next question: why does Kelly's Borok say scientists are the most practical people in the world? Answer: it is throughout the work of the scientists that we have medicines, electronics, new sources of energies, modes of transports and green revolution. This proves that scientists are the most practical people. Next question: describe the feelings of jazz player while he was playing music. Answer: while playing music, jazz plays deeply immersed. He feels like a bird which gathers wings and flies higher. He feels that he can draw people towards him through his music. Next question: why were Babu and Manju disappointed with the way of the students were marching? And answer is: the students marched back to their homes silently, and Manju and Babu thought that students were scared of the police. According to them, the students should have protested, hence they were disappointed. This is an optional question, and this optional question is: how did Dicky Dalma prepare herself to scale the Mount Everest? Dicky Dalma prepared herself for the venture of scaling the Mount Everest by joining the newly opened Mountaineering Institute in Manali. She took up the basic training at the institute and worked with the dedication and determination. She got A grades and was selected by the All India expedition of Mount Everest. Next, last question: why life for Hanif in the beginning was never a smooth sail? Because Hanif lost his father when he was just 8. His mother Hema Aziz was left to take care of 3 young boys, but she had to leave the children alone and travel with the performance team of the Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Let's go to next model paper and discuss other sets of 2 marks questions. Answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences. And question is: Balleshwar Mishra had a good memory. Give examples. Balleshwar had a good memory. Roma had given him her brother's cell phone number and he memorized it quickly before she lost consciousness again. Thus, he was able to contact Dinesh and inform him about the accident. Next question: how did the old man greet the people who had been waiting for him? Answer: the old man bowed to all of them in the room. He then removed his hat and gloves slowly and carefully. Next question: how can we prove that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was a prominent champion of the depressed classes of India? Answer: he helped in rousing up those groups in our country which had suffered for so long in the past. He fought for the development of depressed classes. How is the pursuit of science an exciting adventure? Scientific research is an exciting venture into the great unknown of the token and the token of humankind's survival. Science helps to discover new things. Through science, we can unravel the mysteries of the nature. Next question: the poet is unsure about his return from the space. Give examples. Answer: he says that people of the earth could start the countdown and take a last look at him. They could cross out his name from their telephone book. This shows that there is their doubt about returning. Next question. Why did Mr. Patil help Mohan's family? Answer. Patil, the sub-inspector, came to Mohan's house to give a warning about the raid of his wife. As he was a close friend of Mohan's father, he asked Mohan to give him a cyclostyle machine and all proof pertaining to the agitation against the British. And optional question is, how did Dicky Dolma feel after scaling the Mount Everest? Dicky Dolma could not describe the sight of Mount Everest. She had never imagined the beauty of Mount Everest. She felt that all the state awards and national awards are nothing when compared to the experience of seeing the sight of Mount Everest. Next, last question of this main. Hanif was an all-rounder. Justify. Answer. Hanif, even though he lived only for 25 years, continues to live forever in our hearts. In his short lifespan, he became a hero by sacrificing himself in the Kargil war. Because of the hardships from a tender age, he learned that one's duty is the most important thing in life. He often went out of his way to help people and gave him happiness. He was a young man of varied talents and interests. For Hanif was always ekdam bindas. Or optional question is, why do you think Vanje went in search of the bird of happiness? Answer. Vanje went in search of the bird of happiness for his village people. The poor area had no rivers or good land, no warmth or fresh flowers, no trees, no green grass. The people suffered from hunger and cold all year around, so they were unhappy. What makes you think that Ambedkar had an insatiable thirst for books? See, this is a repeated question. Answer is, he bought books by curtailing his daily needs. In New York, he purchased 2000 old books. In London, he purchased books and that they were sent to India in 32 boxes, as we have discussed before. And next question. How do you say Anant was better than Smita? Answer is, he was the best table tennis player in the school and fastest runner. He was learning to play the sitar and was already able to compose his own tunes. Now let's go to the next question. Why did the sailor go against their captain? The sailor wanted to go back to their homes. The captain refused to go back. Next question. Why do some people want to become scientists? Some people choose to be scientists because they cannot live without science. Their discovery brings the reward. Instead of money, they enjoy freedom, discovering the mysteries of nature and teamwork. Now next question. Why did the poet Norman Nicholson ask to cross out his name from the telephone book? Answer is, the poet Norman Nicholson was unsure about his return from the space. This is also previous discussed question. Now next question. How was the students' march in Narayanpur? It was uncommon because they walked silently without shouting slogans or behaving in a violent manner. Even though there were policemen, they marched as if the policemen didn't exist. Or optional question. What can we learn from Dicky Dolma's life? Whenever hurdles come, we must face them boldly. Dolma's determination and hard work, zeal for the work is emulating. Last question in this main. How does the writer describe the introvert Hanif? An introvert Hanif began to make friends only by the time he was 14 years of age. He would often go out of his way to help people because that gave him a certain kind of joy. Or optional question. What hardships did Vanje undergo on his way to find the bird? Answer is, first monster made him walk on the scree, second monster made him to starve, and third monster made him blind. In this video, we have discussed a total of 3 model question papers, 2 marks questions, and best of luck for the exam.